If you're looking for an opportunity to have allocation towards mega cap stocks, large cap stocks in general, this is one of those opportunities that you'll get from time to time to add exposure to those areas. So here's what you need to know before the bell. When you're taking a look at the NASDAQ, we've had a very, very nice correction in the NASDAQ. See, this is what we've talked about before on multiple occasions, that when you're trading markets, understand that markets can only go in one direction for so long. And when you get these big deviations from trend lines, as well as from moving averages, those have to correct, and they will correct from time to time. These moving averages and trend lines, etc., all act like gravity. So when things get too deviated from those moving averages, you're going to get a price correction. That doesn't mean, now of course, when you get these price corrections, as we talked about the other day, this is where we as individuals, as humans, we have to start providing a rationalization for the chaos, right? We cannot have just chaos. We've got to understand why we have chaos, right? That's just us as human beings. So when you have this correction, all of a sudden we start trying to assign reasons for this. Oh, well, maybe AI isn't going to be as productive as we thought it was. Maybe it's not going to monetize as well as we thought it was going to. Maybe they're not going to spend as much on CapEx as we thought they were. But this is just rationalization. We don't know these things in this period of time, right? We have not seen companies come out and say, oh yeah, we're cutting CapEx on this type of investment. And there is no evidence of that right now whatsoever. Companies are spending a lot of money to build out data centers. Tesla recently announced that that Elon Musk wants Tesla to invest $5 billion into XAI. XAI has built out one of the largest GPU 100 farms in the country. So there's a lot of CapEx being spent on these GPUs, etc., to build out these AI data centers. It's way too soon to be saying, oh my gosh, everybody just came to this realization that AI is not it. And we're not going to do this anymore. They said the same thing about the internet when it first came out. Oh, the internet thing, that's never going to work. So who's going to want to get online and talk to people? But that's the whole point. But technically, these things have to occur. And yes, we need a reason. We need this rationalization of the chaos, right? We need that so that we can explain why we go through these corrections from time to time. And these corrections are a thing that we just need to be aware of, because they do happen with quite regularly over time. Every time the NASDAQ has gotten this extended from the 200-day moving average, we've had a correction. Importantly, we're now back to a very, very oversold condition. We haven't been this oversold with the NASDAQ except near market bottoms. So again, if you're looking for an opportunity to have allocation towards mega cap stocks, large cap stocks in general, this has been giving you, this is one of those opportunities that you'll get from time to time to add exposure to those areas. Again, this is why we added to our AMD position yesterday. A couple of weeks ago, before this correction actually took hold, we actually had reduced a lot of our exposure. We sold down on our Google position, Amazon, etc. We reduced all those positions. So now we're looking for this opportunity here to add back into those positions. And this is when we talk about risk management all the time. Here on the show, we talk about taking profits. Hey, markets are very extended here. Take profits. How many times have you heard me say this over time? Take profits here. Well, the part of taking the profits is to raise cash so that we can buy back things at a cheaper level later. And so we're now getting that opportunity. Are we there yet specifically? Maybe not, right? We may have some more of this work to go. Right now we're sitting on a major moving average support. We'll see if this holds. I'd like to see this sell signal turn into a buy signal. That'll give us a much better indication that we can more aggressively add exposure. But the thing here is not to let media headlines deter you from making investments in areas that have been the strongest trend growth over time, and that's been large caps, because simply those are the companies generating earnings versus small and mid caps. That's what you need to know before the bell this morning.